Oh my god! What's going on, the Nova Squad? My name is Nova. Welcome back to the channel. So, I gotta be honest. I'm not really feeling 100%. My plan was to actually do 2 videos a day, but I think I'm gonna do just the one. The reason being is I'm actually very tired for her work and et cetera, et cetera. And then I don't want to push myself too much to actually try to like push out the videos. Yes, I know I haven't actually uploaded any videos for the past 2 days, but I just want to try to like get a little realization of everything for the weekend, because I do got to watch my kids while my wife is going to be at work and everything. So I'm going to need the rest and everything. So anyway, so today we'll be watching some Macdonald's best jokes on Weekend Update. I think some of you guys actually had too much to react to this one in particular. So this is 17 minutes long, and hopefully I can actually react to this, because I know some of it trying to give some copyright claims and all that bullshit. But anyways, without further ado, here we go.
Meanwhile, at the University of Nebraska, computer scientists have developed a version of the internet that is up to 100 times faster than the current system. According to analysts, those using the new system to log on to America Online will now be disconnected in 3/1000th of a second.
What? How does that work?
You ever get on the computer? Do you know anything about them? Well, this coming Monday is Oscar night, and 3 films, The English Patient, Secrets and Lies, and Shine, are locked in a tight race in the category Best Picture There's Not a Chance in Hell I Will Ever See. No interest at all in seeing those. In music news, Dr. Jack Kevorkian has performed and recorded a 1-hour CD of his own jazz compositions for the flute. You know, Dr. Kevorkian, I've listened to your CD, and I've got some advice. Don't quit your day job, all right? You know, murdering old people, stick with that. Stay away from the flute and stick with the murdering old people. This is my advice. Earlier today, the biggest auction ever of Beatles memorabilia took place in Tokyo. Among the one-of-a-kind items on the block were Paul McCartney's birth certificate, a white Mercedes-Benz owned by John Lennon, and rarest of all, a photo of George Harrison not looking haggard. Have you ever seen one when you think about it? Say they are developing a pill which can give women orgasms without having sex.
How is that a good thing?
Read all about this revolutionary discovery in my new book, The World's Most Dangerous Drug.
Yeah. Is that really
the women clapped at the premise, and the men clapped at the punchline. Oprah Winfrey's longtime boyfriend, Stedman Graham, has written a new book called You Can Make It Happen, a 9-step plan for success. Step number 1, become Oprah Winfrey's boyfriend.
Automatic reverse. And she was
the other 8 are just hang around. Two people that were two people. Oh, drats.
He messed up? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. He actually
Two
messed
homeless
up.
people who met at a soup kitchen were married in front of homeless guests at the very same soup kitchen. For those who want to give the couple a wedding gift, they are registered at Kansas City's District 5 recycling pen.
He still nailed it, though.
I wonder who's going to win this case. The mother of the 2 children, or the guy who had his penis twisted into a fake vagina.
If he had said that nowadays, he would have been canceled. I know for a fact he would have.
It's a tough call. You got the guy who fashioned a vagina-like thing, and then you got the mother. In Los Angeles this week, actor Arnold Schwarzenegger underwent heart surgery to repair a faulty heart valve. Doctors were concerned because during a routine examination of Schwarzenegger, they got a little turned on. they became concerned, you know, and something like that will happen, you know.
What?
Let's pause for thought for whatever. Last week in Tampa, Florida, William Santiago, a mail carrier for 27 years, was fired from his job and now faces up to 5 years in jail for keeping 2 magazines which had been sent to a non-existent address. Postal officials admit that they could have let him off with just a warning, but then he wouldn't come back someday and shoot 30 people. So,
Jesus Christ. Jesus
they decided
Christ.
to be a little strict. In South Dakota, inmates at the state penitentiary say that a new policy which allows officials to read their mail is an example of the routine violations of individual rights in prison. A better example would be the daily anal rapes, but I guess they want to start off small and then work up to the daily anal rapes. You know, they'll start off with the reading their mail, you know. Another music news, Paul McCartney will take part in his first live online chat, May the 17th, and a record 2.5 million calls have already come in from people hoping to have an actual moment of contact with the former Beatle. Although it should be noted that 2 million of those calls came from Ringo Starr. So, you factor that into it, I'll go over here.
I'm 26 years
Real
old.
estate
I
mogul
don't know
Donald
people.
Trump announced this week
I
that
know
after
who he is.
3.5 years of marriage, he is seeking a divorce from wife Marla Maples. According to Trump, Maples violated part of their marriage agreement when she decided to turn 30.
Oh, my God.
Unacceptable. Well, last week in Cleveland, the rock group Crosby, Stills, and Nash was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. In addition, a special Lifetime Achievement Award was presented to David Crosby's liver.
Wow. You've been smoking drinking a lot.
Congratulations, David Crosby's liver.
I feel
In
dead
Washington,
as hell.
D.C., public school officials are asking parents to help pay for needed equipment, such as a new state-of-the-art surveillance system that one area school has requested. According to the school's principal, the new system will help him monitor cheerleaders that he claims like to vandalize school property while showering.
God, man.
I don't think he's a good principal at all, that character. Yesterday, the House Budget Committee approved an outline of the deal between President Clinton and congressional leaders to balance the budget. But both sides caution it is not set in stone. In order to become official, of course, it must still be approved by...
Hold on. Again, I do apologize for pausing, but I need to know, wasn't he nervous doing this stuff? Because I've actually noticed that he has, like, really, like, sort of, you know, whatever he actually does, trying to continue on the joke. Let's go back and go.
President Clinton and congressional leaders to balance the budget. But both sides caution it is not set in stone. In order to become official, of course, it must still be approved by this Chinese guy here. He's got a... What, boo, what the hell?
Boo, what the hell?
No reason to boo anything. A new survey by the Washington Post reports that D.C. Mayor Marion Barry's popularity among city residents has dropped to its lowest point in 5 years. However, Mayor Barry insists he has no interest in polls, or for that matter, anything else that isn't crack. Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Really has no interest in what polls going to do.
Yeah, why is Dover
Former
saying
President
like
Ronald Reagan is selling his
Santa
Santa Barbara ranch to the federal government, which will turn it into a California state park. In what can best be described as a sweetheart deal for Reagan, he will get $5 million for the 700-acre ranch, and he will still think he owns it. The rich get richer, you know? Ridiculous. According to new medical research, crack babies are as happy and healthy as normal children. You know, that's amazing, you know? Because I thought they'd be much happier with all that crack in their system, you know? It's crazy. In a recent interview on the subject of parenting, Jane Fonda admitted that it wasn't easy to talk to her children about sex, but she felt it was necessary because she did not want them to learn about sex the way that she did. by reading North Vietnamese propaganda pamphlets.
Oh my God.
We're not going to forget that. Hanoi Jane. A new development in the Marv Albert story. This week, his accuser, Vanessa Perhatch, decided to go public, allowing news agency to print her name and picture. Following the publications of the photograph, legal experts were left wondering, who was the real victim?
Jesus. This is dark jokes, but I'm not gonna lie. It's funny.
Not easy on the eye. Has been forced to pay $3.75 million to settle a sex discrimination suit brought by male job applicants who claim that its policy of hiring only women is unfair. The settlement was hailed as a landmark case for guys who try to ruin everything.
I'm pretty sure they hired dudes to cook and take in the trash, though.
You want to go to Hooters and a dude shows up at your table, you know? And in entertainment news, Ellen DeGeneres and lover Anne Hesh have announced that they want to have a baby. However, their plan has hit a snag. They are both women. It is not possible to have a child. In Massachusetts, the 119-acre Dun Pond State Park has the state's first nature trail designed for the handicapped. Along the trail, you will find a rich variety of birds, lizards, and insects, all of them handicapped. So,
what?
It's not really a very good trail, you know?
That's not going to make no sense.
According to a new survey by the Women's Vote Project, women would be more likely to vote if they could send in ballots by mail or if polls were open longer. Also, more women would vote if you were permitted to bake your vote. They like to bake. Visitors to Yellowstone National Park are being advised to carry pepper spray to defend themselves against bears. According to park officials, pepper spray is inexpensive, and it is far more effective against bears than their first idea, which was honey spray.
Who will do that?
That didn't work out at all. That worked.
No, it did not.
Completely counter to the sources in Hollywood.
What? Wait, what did he say?
That didn't work out at all. That worked completely counter to the sources in Hollywood. A religious group in Chile is trying to ban a new Claudia Schiffer film which features explicit lesbian sex scenes. According to the group, sex between two women is an abomination before God, almost as blasphemous as sex between a woman and David Copperfield.
I know who he is.
I don't know which is worse, which is more of an abomination. Exotic dancers say a city ordinance requiring them to keep 4 feet away from their customers will put them out of business in Shoreline, Washington. Or, as I now refer to it, Nazi Germany.
Oh my God.
Quite a world we live in. Incidentally, Ms. Maston will be represented in her civil suit by feminist attorney Gloria Allred, who is also quite unattractive.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
No box of chocolates, that one.
Split apart.
Exposure to secondhand smoke dramatically increases a non-smoker's risk of getting heart disease and lung cancer. Jubilant tobacco company executives say the study proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that non-smoking can kill you.
What?
That one wasn't very good, but try to laugh anyway, because it helps Farley have a little rest. And in London, British scientists have created a frog embryo without a head, a breakthrough that could lead to the production of headless human clones to provide organs and tissue for transplant, as well as horrific nightmares for the rest of my life.
I swear, that's crazy. Why would you do that?
I can't deal with this kind of stuff anymore. And in New Orleans this week, Doonesbury creator Gary Trudeau was honored by the Drug Policy Foundation, a group which seeks to legalize marijuana. Also honored this week by the foundation, weed.
Who hard like that?
They honor that every week. It's a multiple honoree. Meanwhile, O.J. Simpson's Brentwood estate officially went on sale this week with an asking price of $3.9 million. According to realtors, some of the home's highlights include a newly renovated gourmet kitchen and a luxurious master bathroom with separate sinks for murderer and murderee.
It's way too soon, man.
Murderer, murderee. New York City Mayor Rudolph Giuliani cruised to re-election with 57% of the vote. The mayor credits his victory to strict enforcement of quality of life ordinances, while loser Ruth Messenger blamed her defeat on low voter turnout by aggressive panhandlers and squeegee men.
What? How does that fit?
She was expecting them to show up strongly. Sad story from the world of entertainment this week. Talk show host Ricky Lake had to get rid of her dog Dudley after the pooch became too aggressive with her 7-month-old son Milo. A clearly saddened Lake said, "It broke my heart to get rid of that dog, but he was delicious."
Y'all disgusting.
She ate a whole dog. This week, a milestone in rock music. REM drummer Bill Berry has announced that he is quitting the band. Berry, who has been with REM for 17 years, says the decision to leave was entirely mutual between himself and his giant eyebrow.
Oh, he has a unibrow. Oh my, I didn't even notice that at first.
Talked it over and they decided it was best for both of them. The Franklin Mint has announced plans to market a Princess Diana porcelain doll. And the timing of the move has made some people very unhappy. Critics charge that the doll is in poor taste, and they're even more upset about the Franklin Mint's other new offering, porcelain landmines.
What? Why would you? Who's
You can play with them together if you want. Last weekend in Washington, a new museum dedicated to broadcast jerk. Ah! What the fuck was that? Last weekend in Washington, a new museum.
That was funny. That was funny.
My farewell performance. Last weekend.
Right.
And finally, when Richard Gere made his first appearance recently on the Oprah Winfrey Show, the two got along famously. But all that may change when the actor hears about this month's Oprah Winfrey Book Club selection. It's called What Really Happened by Richard Gere's Gerbil.
Oh my God.
Crazy. Okay, folks, that's the news. Have a good thing.
Man, that was funny. That was hilarious. Yo, that was a good freaking video. You know, guys, I'm not gonna lie. I really did need that. I'm sounding like Norm. I really did needed that because, like, again, I am exhausted. I really didn't have the best time at work. Man, but that was very well needed, man. That was very, look again, guys. If you guys want me to react to more of Norm, please let me know in the comment section. And oh yeah, also, if you guys want me to react to like a certain or a specific video, if you can you try to like leave like a link in the comment section or something like that, so I can easily try to find it, because like for some reason it's really hard to find any good videos to react to everything due to the fact that it's like very limited. Especially, you know, it's kind of weird because he is a very popular he was a very popular comedian. I mean, he technically still is, but you know, I'm trying to be, you know, respectful, you know, since he did pass away. So anyways, guys, if you guys really enjoyed this reaction today, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and share. Let me know in the comment section down below what you to react to next. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, my name is Nova, and I'll see you guys next episode. Peace.